0 plus 1 2.
India has launched its Mars orbiter mission from the Satish Dhawan Space Centre.
1 0.
India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
India is aiming to become the fourth space agency to reach the mythical sphere. Critics of the mission have questioned the morality of the €54 million project, when close to 33% of the population live under the international poverty line.
Today we are starting a journey to explore the early days of ISRO, from its humble beginning to the global space player it is right now. So come along and let's discover the journey of India, how it reached to the stars. To truly understand India's space journey, we must travel back in time to the early 1960s. It was a time of aspiration, a time when a young nation looked to the stars and dared to dream. At the center of this dream was Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, a scientist, a visionary, and a man whose belief in potential of space technology knew no bounds. He saw space not as a race, but a tool for development, for education, and for bringing a positive change in the lives of the millions. But he knew that space exploration was a complex task. He reached out across the oceans to NASA, exploring collaboration that would propel India into the space age. Dr. Vikram Sarabhai knew that to build a space program from scratch, India would need not just tools and technology, but expertise and knowledge. He envisioned a team of bright Indian scientists who would learn from the best in the world, bring that knowledge home. The selection process was rigorous, focusing on potential, passion, and expertise. Sarabhai himself was involved, handpicking scientists and engineers who showed promise and dedication. Those who were ready to embark on an unprecedented journey of learning and discovery. The chosen team headed to the USA, a land of innovation and technology. They were not just going to study, they were going on a mission to understand, to learn, to absorb, and to bring back a treasure trove of knowledge. At the NASA, they were introduced to the intricate world of rocketry. They delved subjects like aerodynamics, propulsion system, telemetry, and trajectory analysis. They learned about the science of rocket launch, the physics of space, and the art of exploration. They worked with sounding rockets, understanding their design, their behavior, and their mechanics. These were not just theoretical lessons, but real hands-on experiences. They worked with real rockets, real tools, real data. Months turned into knowledge, knowledge turned into expertise, and when the team returned to India, they were not the same. They were the carriers of a new era, a new vision, and a new beginning in Indian space research. The Indian National Committee for Space Research, or INCOSPAR, was established. So initially it was not a ISRO, but INCOSPAR. It was a watershed moment, one that marked India's formal entry into the realm of space science and technology. It was a platform for scientists, engineers, visionaries to come together, to plan, to strategize, and to innovate. The committee's work led to the creation of Thumba Equatorial Rocket Launching Station. In the quiet coastal village of Thumba, something extraordinary was taking shape. On the equator, this unassuming location was about to become the birthplace of India's space dreams. Dr. Vikram Sarabhai recognized the potential of Thumba. Its location was ideal to study magnetic equator, and the vision was clear: to establish a space research facility that would put India on the map of global science. While some scientists were absorbing knowledge and expertise in the USA, Sarabhai was laying the ground in India. He met with local authorities, community leaders, and residents, sharing his vision and seeking their support. The Thumba Equatorial Rocket Launching Station, or TERLS, born not just from technology but from the faith and collaboration of the local community. A church was transformed into a workspace and a local school into a laboratory. On November 21st, 1963, a historic moment arrived. The launch of Nike Apache, India's first sounding rocket. The rocket launch was not easy. R. Aravamudan wrote ISRO, A Personal History, told in his book. Apparently, just as the rocket was about to be placed on the launch pad, it started tilting because there was some leak in the hydraulic system. Luckily, the rocket men on the spot were all young and strong. they managed to physically hold the rocket and place it correctly on the launcher. The objective of this launch was more than just sending a rocket into the sky. It was about gathering valuable scientific about the Earth's atmosphere. We salute them as they dedicated their lives in the development of ISRO. We'll continue our journey in the next episode.